Hey folks, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. What you heard in that video was that tone right thing going on that guitar. It's been running on it for 3 or 4 days now. Of course, I turned it off to make this video. And what you saw was the effects of Earl's presence, as bad as I hate to say. I'm going to do an unboxing today. We're going to get right on it right now. And it's guitar related, so you may want to see it. You've seen it before. Some of you have, so stay tuned. And a story that goes along with it. So let's get right into it. Hold on. And here is the box. Now this box came from, I'm just going to say down south, the state where the virus is hitting big time, man. Really big time. So you know this went through some coronavirus. Oh, I said it. Hands. A lot of y'all will remember this when you see it. A bunch of you will remember it. You folks remember the guitar I worked on a while back. I called it a Jimi Hendrix look-alike guitar. Oh, look here, what I found, by the way. Now I got the frets out. Anyways, you remember the guitar that I referred to as a Jimi Hendrix look-alike guitar? I'm sure y'all remember that. Okay. I got videos of it. Search the channel for Jimi Hendrix and I think it comes up. Did quite a bit of work to the guitar. You might remember this. This is the neck off of that guitar. Okay. Now, I always said I stand good for my work, and I do. If I fix something, you pay me for it, and you're not pleased with it for whatever reason, then I will stand good for it, yes. But in this case, I'm going to stand good for it like I said I would. I set the guitar all up, did a fret job on it. I think I'll have to look at my notes. I'm pretty sure I did the frets on it. Yeah, I know I did, because that's part of many things I did to the guitar. So, and played it. I got videos of me playing it, and it played on every fret. Every fret played. I checked all of them on all the strings. Everything was perfect, man, in that video. I got videos of that. And boxed it up, sent it back to the owner, and he said it had some fret buzz. Man, I'll have to get with him and see which frets it was, or which one it was. I forgot. He said it had some fret buzz, and he thought it either had a high fret in it. I think he tapped some of the frets down. But something happened, man, between when the guitar left here, after it left here, and by the time it got to him, something changed, and I don't know if the wood swelled or and it's got a little bit of a back bow in it right there where it's at. I don't know if the wood swelled. Yeah, it's got a wee little bit of back bow in it. I have to take care of that. Or dry it out, or if a fret did pop up, I'm looking at it here now. And honestly, I don't see any frets popped up. The 12th one right there might be a wee little bit. And I can't shove it down with my finger if it is. I wish I could remember which frets. I'll have to get a hold of him now and see which frets he was having trouble with. I can see the tang here, and that's how you can tell if any of them's popped up or not. That's what I'm looking at now. This is the 9th fret. Looks like it might be. It's possible. I can't shove it down either. And the frets look pretty good. I'll tell you what. Let's loosen the truss rod a little bit. See if I can get that neck to relax. Just got a little bit of back bow in it. Yeah, that did it right there. Now it should be perfectly straight. Yeah, it's not bouncing on there now. All across the frets. And that appears to be touching every fret. Good way to check that is, take a piece of paper. You should only be able to shove it in till the paper hits each fret, like so. And check for high frets or low frets this way. I'm not going to check them all right now. I want to do a video on this, and we'll check them then. But you should only be able to shove the paper in right till it hits the frets, right there. According to that, they're all where they should be. But I'm not going to do them all right now. Basically, this video, I wanted to make sure the neck made the trip okay, and explain to you all, because you're going to see more videos on this. Music Craft, M-U-S-I-K-R-A-F-T, licensed by Fender USA, and of course it's got the left-handed peg head, as you see there, upside down peg head, or whatever you call it where you live. So what I'm going to do though to this neck, I'm going to go over these one at a time. I don't know if I'll do that on video or not. Make sure they are seated. They look like they are, except the 9th one right there, and or no, right there, and the 12th one up here. It might be moving a little bit. I can't really see it good enough. I have to put on my visors to see that, because I can't see for shit anymore. But probably what I'll do is go over all those. Man, looking at them, when you look down on them like the way you're looking at them now, it looks like they're not seated. Several of them. But I think that's a shadow from this light up above up here. I think. That fret right there looks like it's popped up. When you look at the fret, where the fret lays down on the fretboard, it looks like it's popped up. But if you look at the tang, it don't look popped up. But anyways, what I'm going to do is check every one of them and then do another fret job on this and make absolutely sure the frets are seated and they're tight and in unison with each other. So we're going to flatten them and crown them and do all that, put the radius back in and all that jazz again. And when it leaves here this time, I'll be absolutely sure there's no flaws in the frets. I don't know what the hell happened, man. He don't know what happened. He said just when he got it out of the box, started playing it, he started noticing fret buzz. And I know for a fact when it left here, it was not buzzing any fret, nowhere. Something changed though. Guitars do it all the time. You know, things change on them. I mean, that's just the nature of a guitar. An acoustic even worse than an electric. So, anyway, stay tuned for all that. Hold on. So if you work on guitars, and you work on as many of them as I do, you're going to have one come back once in a while. This is probably, I don't know, second or third one of my work that's been returned, you know, and I'm going to do these frets, make sure they are absolutely perfect before I send this neck back. And I'm not going to charge him a dime for it because he's already paid for it. They should be, I don't know what's wrong, man. But we're going to find out in videos to come. I'm going to take a magic marker and just do like always and mark each one of these and figure out, I forget what the radius is on that. Take a radius block and sand that. And that radius block should evenly touch every fret all the way across the entire fret. If I use the right radius block on it, put sandpaper on it, mark them blue, run the block over that, and see, according to what he's saying, it should not touch all of the frets. There should be places of blues left on there somewhere. And we'll check and make sure they're all seated good and everything too, but that's in videos to come, so stay tuned for that. because I'll probably just clamp that thing down to the bench. Well, one end of it anyway I can, up here. You know, to hold it still, hold it down. The neck is flat now, so that's the way you want it when you do frets. You want to make sure the very first thing you do is make sure your neck's straight. That's the first thing I'll do though. Like I say, color them all blue, figure out what the radius is. I have to measure again, I forget. And get a radius block that matches that and go over it, see what happens. And we'll take it from there. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, like I'm saying though, if I work on anybody's guitar and you get it back and you're not happy, or you think the job wasn't done right, or whatever reason, if you want to send it back to me, you pay the shipping to and from. I'll do the work for free because you already paid for it. I mean, you know, like I say, I hardly ever get anything back. But, you know, if you work on as many guitars and things as I do, you're bound to get one back once in a while, you know what I mean? So I'm not surprised to see this, really. Well, I am, but I don't know, man. I don't know what could have went wrong. Popped up frets, or he said he tapped on some of the ones that he thought was too high. But see, it could be a low fret. One fret too low for whatever reason. But they all played when the guitar left here. You can watch the videos. Search the channel for Jimi Hendrix, and I think that guitar will come up. And it looked like the one that Hendrix used to play. I'm pretty sure you can find it that way, and you can hear me playing up and down the neck. It was fine. So I don't know what happened, man. But we'll find out. I'll be able to tell when I mark them and run that radius block over and check them out. I have to completely level them again, and that's probably what I'll do, is just start from scratch and completely do them over, the whole thing. Get to try my fret erasers out more. Well, I've used the guts out of them. Thank you folks for watching. The neck arrived here fine. It looks like it made the trip good, so watch for it. We'll be doing videos on this again. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and cheers to you. And watch out for Earl.